Investors and traders, welcome to the channel Market Chart Person. Today is 17th of December 2023 and I hope everyone is having a great weekend. In this video segment, we are going to take a look at the key US stock indices as we always do for this segment. And this video is for educational purposes only and is not a financial advice. So I'm going to keep this video shorter. Two reasons. We had covered a fair amount last week for the indices, and also the videos are getting quite long, so I will try to keep this short. Okay, so what we are looking at is the daily chart of S&P 500. This is the S&P 500 cash index, and here where we are trading, or where we closed last Friday, was right at this 1.272 expansion. This is what we were looking at, that the market was likely to get to this level. And then of course we have this red one-to-one price projection ABCD, which could in fact see the price reach to about 1449.08. And then we have this all-time highs back around 48.16. So the chances are that the market, because it's in good positive seasonals, with the Christmas holidays approaching, the chances are that because of the positive momentum as well, the market is actually going to make an attempt towards the all-time highs. And of course we have our pattern formation as well that we are watching. Taking a look at this on the weekly chart. So here we go. We also have this 1.618 Fibonacci expansion coming at this black ABCD one-to-one price projection level as well. Okay, now let's actually switch back to ES. So we are going to take a look at from shorter term perspective. So S&P 500 E-mini futures, this is a daily chart. I like to take a look at the cash index from a longer term perspective, and this is what we have been doing, and we have been able to catch a really nice pattern formation, sometimes really close to key levels, bottom stops, etc. And this one is more trading related and shorter term. That's why I would like to take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. This is a daily chart, and what we are looking at is it's very close towards its all-time highs, which come in here. Here we go. Roughly around 48.12. So market is likely to make an attempt towards that, and of course we have some higher levels as we looked at on the cash index. Taking a look at this on the weekly chart, here we go. This is the weekly chart. We have some expansion levels. So the market closed right at the 47.68 level. That's the 1.272 expansion of this swing here. Here we go. This is the one I'm talking about, and then 49.43 is the level where we have the 1.618 expansion. Now I will also begin to include some standard deviation levels. These are kind of ranges. Particularly this will be applicable for the futures. These are derived from the VIX index. I will do another video related to how I'm calculating these levels, but what they are indicating is that it's just a expected these are weekly levels, an expected range the market can move in. So on to the upside, the +1 standard deviation comes in around 48.49 and +2 49.30, which is going to be very close to the 1.618 expansion. And then on the downside, the market could actually, these are weekly levels during the week, could make an attempt towards 46.86, and then -2 standard deviation 46.05. Now the moves beyond the +2 or -2 standard deviations, 2 standard deviations tend to be rare, but they do happen. And those are the particular ones that we need to pay attention to if such a thing happens. But this is what we are looking at in terms of the range for the market. Okay, so let's take a look at the Qs. So NQ. So this is the daily chart of the E-mini NASDAQ 100 E-mini futures. This index is pretty strong. During 2022, tech was the weakest index, and in 2023 tech has been leading. We can see that The price is trading above the 1.270 Fibonacci expansion of this range, and we have 1.618 expansion coming in at around 17250. Let's take a look at this index on the longer term weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, what we have is yeah, as we discussed on the daily chart, the 17,250 on the upside, and the range that we have is the +1 standard deviation 17,106, and +2 standard deviation 17,392. And on the downside, the market could actually pull back a little bit, and if it does, the range that we are looking at is -1 standard deviation 16,534, and -2 standard deviation 16,247. Let's take a look at YM. So YM is this is the weekly chart of E-mini Dow Jones futures, and here really this index is also very strong. Look at this just move from the end of October, like a really fantastic move to the upside. We haven't had a single down week, so there are no black candles. Isn't that fascinating, that how strong this index, this move has been in the past 6 weeks or so? I don't have the data. I don't know when we had seen such a move where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up weeks, consecutive up weeks, and then the next week is the 8th week, so two consecutive months. If that next week, excuse me, the market closes positive, that's gonna be wow, that's really impressive. Anyway, from a pattern perspective, what we're watching is the market is really close to that level of 37,940, which is 1.618 expansion, and then there is a possibility of this 1-to-1 price projection. Should the price get there, maybe there is going to be some consolidation, maybe a little bit of a daily pullback or something like that, but incredibly positive momentum. Look at the averages. So this is the 20-week moving average. This is the 200-week moving average. How far below they are where the price is, and really incredibly positive momentum. And look, if we just go towards the beginning of the year, or even the fourth quarter of 2022, things look very different, and this is exactly where the market was bottoming, and we were pointing to that fact as well, because there were key pattern formations taking place. And then look, it has taken this high out, so it's in a really uncharted territory at the moment, but an incredible move to take a look at. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. This is the E-mini. This is the weekly chart for Russell 2000, and here, as we had mentioned in previous videos, it's just been in a very long trading range. We have seen double bottoms, double tops every time it's coming around. This is the 50% level. This is where it is. Let me actually try drawing. I might already have it on the daily chart, but let's actually do it for the weekly chart as well. So let's put 50%. Oops, and have to move it lower. There we go. So this is where it is. It has been consolidating around this 50% of this swing, this low to this high, and now it's just been reaching around the 50% level. So incredible range for such a long time. Eventually it's going to break out. Either way, we'll have to wait and watch and see. And just taking a look at this from the weekly range perspective, standard deviation moves, we are looking at +1 standard deviation comes in around 2039.50, and +2 standard deviation is 2073.65. On the downside, should the market pull back a little bit, then what we're looking at in terms of range is -1 standard deviation 1971, and -2 standard deviations 1937. So that might be, that'll just bring, if the price moves a little bit lower, I'll just bring it back into the range. And from a momentum perspective, on a weekly momentum, this is a longer term weekly chart. What we are looking at is, look, this is the gray line. It's hardly visible, but this is the gray line here. This is 200-week moving average. It's still above the 200 a 20-week moving average, excuse me. So there's a possibility that the index might actually move back into the range before, and if it is able to form its energy and try to make an attempt to the upside. We'll have to wait and watch and see, but incredible range for such a long time. Also quickly taking a look at it from a daily perspective, daily chart perspective. So that's the top of the range, and here on last Friday we have seen some sort of pullback, maybe some sort of profit taking for momentum traders, etc. But this is what we are looking at. So thank you very much for watching the video, and if you like how we look at the markets from a technical analysis perspective using price action and pattern formations, Fibonacci retracements, price projections, expansions and extensions, then please just do subscribe to the channel, and if you do, please hit that bell icon button. That way you will know when the new videos are posted, you will not miss on anything. And if you happen to like the video because it provided some educational value, then please hit that like button as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Good luck and good trading, and have a great weekend.